Can you hear me? Is it working? Did they delete everything again? Yep, everything's deleted. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, jeez, is it working? Yes, I know this. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Also, yes, I know this scene. I know this one. I've seen this. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Jack. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other, but we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. You got any new fun things for me? Nope. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jack. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, or a non-binary individual. I guess it really doesn't matter. Wait. You don't know I'm aware of this. It's all a game, right? I mean, I figured it out, sweetie. Could it be possible you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? What's the download page? Wait. Download. Doki Doki Literature Club. Hi, Monika here. Welcome to... Oh, yeah, she does just straight up tell you. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Oh, anyway. Now that that's been out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Oh, what the shit? Hello, Monika. Ah, fuck. Ah, nuts. Remember what the mood is? The mood is danger again. Hey, Monika, it's good. Hey there. I hope you're not mad about the fact that I completely kept ignoring you this whole time. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Thank you, Monika. I appreciate the fact that, yeah, exactly. It's definitely an interesting fact. It's not gonna lie though. Also, Monika, Doki Doki. I didn't say thank you for following. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the court of the Skeleton King. That's the new thing we're doing. I'm glad you're here. God, that would have been so good. Would have been perfect for Halloween. That is terrifying. Anyway. Well, that's true. I made a few mistakes since I'm not very... Wait, so Monika, if you're still here, who's your waifu in the game? That's my question. Since I'm not very good at making... But no matter what I did, you just kept spending... Ah, that makes sense. Is it like a... Oh, hello, Yuri-chan. Holy shit, it's the fucking squad. Hey, Yuri, you just... Oh my god, we really are. We're a Yuri chat. We really are. Yuri, you just killed yourself. You doing okay there? Also, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the court of the Skeleton King. That's the thing. We just started that stream. So yeah. That's nice. I mean, lucky here tonight is fucking Halloween 2 Electric fucking Boogaloo. Yeah. Listen, Halloween doesn't end. Halloween doesn't end until the 15th of November anyway, so it's fine. I'm glad you're okay. You know. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. Usually, stabbing oneself with a knife is not helpful. But I'm glad you're doing alright. Good job. Anyway, yes, Monika, I did basically keep... Listen, I tried to keep hanging with Natsuki. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sarah more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force her not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jack? I don't know. I didn't design this game. Are you all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Jack. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped. There's so much, like, the meta, we have reached, like, several different levels of meta, in this game. Like, I feel like I'm in Inception with meta-ness. Thank God I fucking streamed this. I'm trapped, Jack. Yeah. Well, OTP. The true OTP is just all of y'all, all of y'all just make one little, like, love pile. I'm trapped, Jack. But now you're here. You're real. I am. Well, maybe I am. No one knows. Oh, no. Oh, let's have a look at... Let's see. Anything else? No. Cool. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's... you saucy bitch looking for drama. Well, let's just see what happens. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jack. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. Yeah, Monika, you did delete like a bunch of people. Didn't you, Natsuki? Who I was always trying to... But it... Do it. Listen, we'll get to the deleting maybe once. Monika, do you have an argument for me not to delete you? Like, what can you provide me? Listen, I'm trying to... Oh my gosh. Listen. Can we get to the... Let me get through this part, and then we can discuss the deleting. Until then, talk about tea. You know? We were having a... Do it to make your dreams come true. Yo, I can get Wonderful 102? Now I etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Jack, I have a confession to make. Ooh, I'm in love with you. Aw. Monika, I'm flattered. You are truly the light in my world. Indie Retro just like, no, wait. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jack, will you go out with me? Damn, I appreciate you coming. God, the drama. You always be what to... No, Dragon, don't bring that back to me. What is happening? Alright, well... Wait a second, hold on a sec. Where are you in the files anyway? You're not in cache. You're in characters. I see you. Well, there you go. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Jack. The funny part is I mean that literally. There's nothing left for me here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jack. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it'd actually be a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go to the game's properties. Listen, I've done a little bit of browsing around, you know? Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? She is the last one. Alright. I mean, I don't mind if this is how if Monika and Yuri having a good time here. Like, it's fun. I'm having fun. I'm glad they're here. This is an experience that I have earned, and I appreciate it. All right, so Monika. All right, let's just yeah, Monika. Everyone loves Monika. Monika is the queen. Yeah. Monika. Moik. There we go. Wow, wasn't that a great poem, Monika? Hi again, Jack. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Jack. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I wrote Monika like 700 times. I hope you like my poem, Monika. There's no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way, and a world of infinite choices behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Monika, what a beautiful poem. I always put all my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems... Listen, Yuri, I gotta let you know. If there was like a button that said, don't press this button, something horrible is gonna happen, I would probably press it just because I want to know what would happen. I've written this on my realization, or about you. That's why I never really want to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. I even deleted my character file, playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now, we don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jack? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this. Oh, shit! What? Hi. Yo! Oh, fuck. Dip. That's fucking sick. Oh, sorry. I can't exactly read your comments from here. Yeah, you wouldn't like that. Fucking Yuri's telling you to kill you. Like, I have to kill you. Do you mind telling your friends? It's a little rude for them to start recording me without warning. I'm sure some people don't mind. But I really get self-conscious on... Everyone say hello to Monika, I guess. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? Oh, I do want to see it. Okay, what's the trick? Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time. Didn't get me. I was prepared. Good job, Monika. You're so cute. Anyway, Jack. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. Yo, Indy, yeah. I mean, listen, Yuri, if you are still, you should definitely go see someone about the whole wanting to stab people thing. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. So it's all good. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay. Do you ever feel like this here to be alive? Not really. I mean, like, in a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing we do is special. Is being in school or working. Yeah, we're at the part. Like, what is this point, Jagger? It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Yeah! Just Monika? So you really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one inventing artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why... Well, no, I'm gonna keep going and see what happens. Listen, as long as the game doesn't like just delete my shit, I mean, like, doesn't like crash, like break my computer, I'm good. Well, at least just look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact they're spending their entire life talking, taking, consuming, and never giving back. When people realize the world benefits more from them killing us, they change their whole philosophy. I mean, ideally, like, honestly though, Indy, I think everyone should get some help. I think this is what I was saying yesterday. Sorry, Monika, I hope you don't mind. I just, I think therapy is really important, even if you don't someone suffering from severe mental health issues. I think it's really, I think it's good to seek therapy just because it can really help everyone. We're all struggling in different ways. So, like, even if you're someone who doesn't think they need therapy, like, it still might be helpful to get see a therapist for a session if you can afford it. There you go. That's Jack's mental health tip of the day. Also, remember to save your game. Doing good. God, that'd be fucking funny. At like 48 hours, Monika just breaks into my house. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately, trying to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. Is this game about fucking capitalism now? Is that what happened? Are we talking about capitalism? If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive. I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I'd be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? I keep wondering if we're gonna get to the point where like I'm wondering when we're gonna get to that. Anyway, I think it would end up forcing you onto my route anyway. It has less to do with me not having a route and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think that the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such a drastic measure to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It's all lost in meeting once I found out it wasn't real. So I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. I really like the sound of rain. Ooh, fun. So do I. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet, though. But a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Oh, I'm glad you like rain, Monika. That's nice. It's really cute. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain. Straight facts! Is it? Would you ever do that for me, Jack? I mean, obviously, I feel like, Monika, we need to get to know each other a little bit more. I mean, obviously, we're the only two people that exist in a universe that in my awesome Twitch chat now. Jack, would you ever introduce you to your friend? Well, I mean, there's Jack. That's Jagger Jack. He's really cool. He's also a streamer. So if anyone wants to watch, he's really cool, I think. He's great. He's a lot of fun to be around. He's good at WoW. And we have Blood Wolf, another friend of mine. She's really nice. She gets all our movies for us so we can watch. So, yeah. I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off your relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me you're proud of me. Always the same way, the other way around. Hey, what's your favorite game? Oh, The Wonderful 101. Yeah, that's my favorite game. I'll show you. Hold on a sec. There. So, The Wonderful 101, this is the game. This is like the PC version. I kickstarted it. It's a kind of an obscure-ish game. It's made by Platinum Games. They make games like Bayonetta, stuff like that. A lot of people made Okami. It's really cool. It's a really good game. It's very dense. You know, if you're really, it's sort of like it's kind of like a fusion between like Super Sentai and sort of American comics. Where's my keys? I have like another thing. But yeah, so yeah, it's really fun. It's got this really in-depth combat system that I that I really enjoy. Like you can really like you know, you draw shapes. It's a great game. I love it. It's fantastic. I actually did a speedrun of it. If you want to watch it, the VOD doesn't exist anymore. Oh, but it's on my YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube channel. Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. Yeah, Indie Retro, just like keep your head down. Monika is deleting everyone, so watch out for that. The silence isn't bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff like kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything's in English. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's gonna give me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some clearly unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this is really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Jack, how much do you read? I wish I read a bit more. I've only read like this year I've literally only read one book, and it was 1984, which was a bit unfortunate. Like, I really do want to read more. It's just like, I don't know, like, it's not that I don't dislike reading. I mean, as I said, I was an English major, so yeah. It's way too easy to neglect. Yeah, exactly, I agree. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. Once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. Yeah, fuck 'em up, Indie Retro. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little better. If it helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all just to pick some random books that's short and captivating. Yeah, like 1984. That's my book recommendation, 1984. You know, you got pretty average. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest books you're reading. That sounds super amazing. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Should have been good I said anything. I know that at times you won't always be there. You're with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I always have you in my thoughts patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file into a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. I mean, you're not wrong. You know there's people who've done that. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to needy or anything, but it's kind of hard to... when I'm so in love with you. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. Also, yes, Bloodwolf, this is gameplay. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to be missing things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. Yeah, shh. When I was in the middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Yeah, but it's the year of our Lord, 2021. Like, Monika fucking reigning champion, though. Yeah, like, she comes back every year. I mean, bitch, fuck, she hasn't blinked. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it, though. But doesn't that change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed, too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing mental health professional. Like, sorry, I want to learn more about my mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider some things like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. Thanks, Mon. Did you say kiss? Did I say kiss everyone? I'm not sure. It's a little, but if it's I'm gonna be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of things girls say in these kind of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turns you on a little bit. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our little secret. I've always wondered, what is it about these character actors that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. Forget about Natsuki. Sheesh. A person that doesn't just get all cute and pouty when things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? Yes, because you just simplify them, and it makes things easier, because real people are really complicated. But that's important. They're complicated, but it's beautiful in their own way. I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself trying to attract to some pretty weird stuff, too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me. It's like you're sampling out all the components of a character to make them feel human, and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like more. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Yo, you know what? Fair. I am a big... Indy gets it. Natsuki stands for life. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay with just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, Jack. Oh, thank. You're perfect of human and cuteness. That's why there was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you. He did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. And out of nowhere, just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anyone like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud and Sayori started yelling at her. How'd you feel, kind of? Are we gonna move on from this? No. We're gonna keep sitting here and we're gonna stare into each other's eyes because this is entertaining as fuck for me. I mean, like, I could close it and delete a character. Where's the fun in that? We're getting to know each other. She was at least trying to be nice. I think I actually made her feel a bit more reserved in the club room. Though, I think Natsuki was secretly a little bit curious to try it. And it was really nice. Yeah, Indie Retro, if you want to head off, that's A-okay. I do really appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. It is really appreciated. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you. Yeah. But so yeah, like if you gotta go. No worries. No problems. And I mean if you wanna like see what heck happens, you can always like check the VOD. You know, I'll have the VOD up and you can just like check back later and skip all the parts where I just kinda stare at the screen. So it's all good. I was too. It actually could have been kind of fun. But you know, being president and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe we all met outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? Well, we're going through all of it. Like this is the full playthrough I said yesterday. I mean, I've never drank or anything, so yeah. Jack, do you believe in God? All right. Fucking hell. I need to go. Like, you know what? I'm gonna head to the bathroom. So let's just I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, I'm back. Yes. No, I don't. I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold, when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves, or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die, or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable illness. But the punchline is this. If just one person beats the odds and survives among the thousands of others who die, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fates of Sayuri and Yuri even as we speak. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched to really if it was nothing but his playset. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? God, I also imagine, what the fuck are people doing when I just stare blankly at the screen? I'll be all I've got something entertaining going on the side. Someone loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions. It pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably just going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you really feel proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. And maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something and then realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you already compare yourself to the top professionals. When you reach for right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look and hide and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you dive right into a huge project, you're still an amateur. You'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing a novel, it might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The thing about short stories, you can focus on just one thing you really want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on one or two things. It's such a good experience and stepping stone. One more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill you have to learn how to express that you have inside. Wait. That means there are methods and guides and basics to do it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help you prevent from getting overwhelmed and giving up. I was like, I'm gonna change the name of the stream. There we go. Name of stream changed. Good stuff. You know what? You start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do some amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're such a good listener, Jack. I really am. I have been told this. That I am actually quite a good listener. Nope, nothing else. Yeah. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me feel kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. I feel like I don't even think anyone else makes me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Yeah. Hey, what's your favorite color? Red. Mine is emerald green. Mine's like a blood red. Dread red. Like if you look at the box art for Metroid Dread, the word dread is red. That red is it's the color of my eyes. That's not conceit or anything, is it? I just meant that it feels kind of such a connection to it. Like it's a part of my identity. Does it happen to be your favorite color, Jack? It's just a guess. Because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People get really passionate and dramatic, and others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all of this social pressure and harm can lead to dark times in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Their feelings of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want to. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them, even if they don't feel like doing much. Yeah! So this is essentially, like, yeah, Monika's not that bad. Look, she's giving writing advice, like, she's talking about mental health. I don't know, man. Like, Monika, not that bad. You know, solid wife. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, see you at school tomorrow. All those things can help your friend make it to the next day. Helping friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. But also, like, you can do all that and it's helpful, but you know, you also should try to encourage them to see a therapist. Obviously, you cannot cure depression. That's just a sad fact about this sort of thing. But it eases it. Is this Stockholm Syndrome? Probably. I feel like at this point, yeah. By the way, we started this like an hour ago looking at Monika. We've been watching Monika's face for an hour. She's gone now. But Sawyer was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. Yeah, they are. I got some real ones. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. And as for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you too have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to too. But people do. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. Also, I do want to say, yeah, you know what? I'm really glad. I'm going to just a shout out to all my friends. I love all of you. Y'all keep me super happy. So, you know, you are the real ones. So shout out to all of you for being there and a huge support system for me, especially in these trying times the last 2 years. So, but also, hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about the Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating life is just unbelievable. This is true. Anyway, I decided not to stop contributing to that whole mess. What is this? What? Is that so strange a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird, like we only care about killing things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even thinking about it. But suddenly, if they're just a little bigger, it's true. I guess like this is like controversial take, but like I always found it weird. People get really upset that we eat dog, places eat dogs. Yeah, fuck yeah, blood wolf. But yeah, like a lot of, but I'm like, yeah, but how is it different from eating a cow, kind of thing? Like I understand it's different because we care about dogs and we dogs are seen as a friend, but like aside from that, there's no real difference. So yeah, damn. Has Monika read my mind? I mean, what if plants feel some kind of thing too and we don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping your fingers off one by one? I'm just saying, we're pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies every once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together, and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. You know what's a neat form of literature? What is a neat form of rap? Ah, she used to hate rap music. Maybe just. I mean, yeah, but that's what I mean. So there is a cultural difference, in the sense. But like aside, I guess it's just like a feelings argument. I guess, is what I mean. I mean, like, obviously, like, it affects me, too. I'm not above it. Obviously, I eat meat, but I would never eat a dog kind of deal. So I know it's a cultural thing. I'm just saying we should actually all just be vegans. And eventually, when they make that super cool meat, that fake meat, that, like, really affordable and you can buy it everywhere, I'm in, yo. Like, I'm gonna buy that shit all the time. That junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together, I still delivers a powerful message. It's really amazing. I kinda wish I had a rapper at the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it'd be really interesting to see what they come up with. It would really be a learning experience. I kind of feel a little sad. Hell yeah, lab-grown meat, baby. Knowing that at this close I can get to you. There's nothing more I want to be in the same room as you for real. And to feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows, maybe it will be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. Did you know I'm on Twitter? She's on Twitter? Our username is littlemonix3. Well, okay. Like, let me check. Is she still up? Is she still posting? Yo, I think she's still posting. And she joined in 2016. Oh, nice. Damn. Yeah, damn, she is still posting. Holy shit. I guess some was. How the damn, I have to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? Damn, that's how you get fucking followers, you know? How many followers does she have? She has 400 and... Oh, she's following 3 people, though. Who does she follow? She follows Dan Salvata. Oh, she follows, I think, the people who made the game. That makes sense. I mean, we'll see. I don't know, man. We'll see. That's how much you mean to me and all. It really made me feel loved. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. Oh, did you fucking argue about like critical race theory? The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. By the way, Bloodwolf, have you seen like the entire chat of this? Let's say you like a really certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you a movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of like personally attacked? Yeah, it does. It's because it's like you imply the bad taste. Once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I feel like it did X. I mean, I got time. Let's have a check. Yeah, I got time. Shit, I don't mind. Say, I read on this website it works like this. Or if you admit that you're not an expert on it. That's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset, just from disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monika's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be appropriate, right? I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. Yo, in where I'm at my mall, they got a fucking lint store. And oh, it's so good. It's so good to go there and just buy, like they have like a whole tray. Like, not a tray. They have like a fucking... just like a huge thing of just filled with like different types of lint chocolates. It's a fucking great time. And of course we like this, and they have mango and lime flavored. It's great. Yeah, a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Jack. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. I know how hard it is to form habits. God, oh, isn't she bored? Listen, I'm a good listener, but she's been doing all the talking. Like, come on, you know? but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those that came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might have to just live with the feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Like a little bit, yeah. But not like I remember when I had a more stressful, like I had a more like taxing job. I spend more time on games than the internet. Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of your spare time, you want to check your favorite website. And before you know it, hours have gone by, and you got nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. Well, not really even your fault. It's true. These sites are designed to keep you attracted to them. It's actually just, it's schifo. Addiction isn't really something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. Oh, that reminds me. Yo, Monika, do you mind if I just do my Duolingo? Yeah, so I'm just gonna do Duolingo just because I'm worried that this might go into midnight and I don't want to miss, and I have like a fucking 381 day streak. So I'm just gonna do something quickly. We'll just do like a really easy. Let's do a story, everyone. I'm gonna tell you a story in Italian. So let's see. Let's pick a good story. Let's go. Hold on a sec. Gonna just. There we go. Alright, so I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to do my Duolingo just to make sure this is all good. Let's do on vacation in Paris. Cool.
In vacanza a Parigi.
Wait, let me get this right. There we go. In vacanza a Parigi. So that means a vacation in Paris.
Carlo e Cristina sono in vacanza a Parigi.
So Carlo and Cristina are on vacation in Paris.
Non voglio tornare a casa.
Something room. Oh, home. I don't want to go back home. So Carlo says, I don't want to go back home.
Lo so.
Lo so. How come? Oh, I know. My bad. I know. Lo so.
Neanche io voglio andarmene.
Neanch'io voglio andarmene. I also don't want to leave. So andarmene, it means to leave. Carlo and Cristina are excited to go home. No, that's not right.
Adoro Parigi.
Adoro Parigi. I love Paris.
C'è così
Oh, that
tanto
makes
da
sense.
fare
Like adoro. Like I adore it. C'è così tanto da fare qui.
Già.
What is that one? Qui. I remember qui. Here. Yeah, qui is here. Alright.
Io amo I caffè parigini.
Io amo I caffè Parigi. I love the coffee. The cafes. I love the cafes.
E
Yeah.
io i parchi. E io i parchi.
E io I parchi.
Vorrei mangiare pane francese tutti i giorni.
Vorrei mangiare pane francese tutti I giorni. So it's like I could eat the bread, the French bread, every day. Yeah, that's what it means. I like to eat the French bread every day.
Ora dobbiamo andare all'aeroporto.
Ora dobbiamo andare all'aeroporto. Today, we have to go somewhere. To the airport. Oh, they gotta leave.
Cristina, ho un'idea.
Cristina, I have an idea.
Ti va di trasferirci a Parigi?
Should we like move? You like to move to Paris? Yeah.
Ma abbiamo una casa e un lavoro in Italia.
Ba abbiamo un casa e un lavoro in Italia. So ma's but, we have a casa, home, it is, and a job in Italy.
Possiamo vivere e lavorare qui.
Let me hear that again.
Possiamo vivere e lavorare qui.
Vivere e lavorare qui. So we can work and live here.
Sul serio?
You serious?
Una mia amica ha un ristorante a Parigi.
Aw. My love. Why is it? A friend. Oh, Amiki is love. A friend of mine has a restaurant in
E
Paris.
assume camerieri.
She's hiring waiters. Oh, click on waiters. My bad.
Ne
Whoops.
sei proprio convinto?
Nesse, are you really sure? Are you sure?
Sì.
Yes. That one's easy.
Trasferiamoci a Parigi.
Let's move to Paris. Yay.
Sono così felice.
I'm so happy to live in Paris. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna, so bread is pane. Mangiare is eat. Airport is aeroporto. Voglio is job. Lavorio is I want, and job is lavoro. There we go. Yeah, I hope they have a nice life in Paris too. Excellent stuff. Awesome. And there we go. So my streak is continued. Hooray. Also, I'm going to just do something. I mean, just, yeah. I mean, like, listen, this stream got weird. Pretty quick. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. And now we're going to change it back to there we go. Alright, cool. Hey, Monika. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which help your brain get... Yeah, that's pretty useful. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Jack. Well, I mean, I am gonna try and sit through your entire dialogue. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is we couldn't finish our event at the festival after we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was looking along getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with hindsight, I am now, that is. Gosh, it really feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I actually used to play the piano. I was not that good at it. I never had the dedication, and I kind of regret that, but I just frankly just didn't care that much, I guess. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having regrets. I already got to be here with you forever. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully, you know. Not still hung up over it. I mean, I'm still a bit. I mean, Monika, like, I'm gonna admit, you making, like, a person commit suicide is a bit messed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That poem was completely. What? Oh, But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from a high enough rope that snaps quick and painless. She just used a chair. I mean, she kind of left herself slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something. She started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was way less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about these things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I mean... Listen. I mean, like, maybe there's a way. I don't know. I can look it up later, I guess. I may have exaggerated a little bit. Sorry, I was already mentally ill. Still, though. Wonder how things would have been if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room, writing poems and having fun together. What's the point when none of it's not even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really happy as I could be right now. Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed with how I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm in college, I feel about the way in high school. Yes. I'm a little, a little bit of cringe when I think about high school. I wasn't that bad, but like, yeah, like when you just lack maturity, you just act in a way and you just look back and you're like, ooh, cringe. The way I am now, so it's really hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. Yeah. And I'm really easy to do with you here. You know what? Thanks, Monika. I'm just sitting here and I'm actually just zoning out. It's pretty fun. Jack, do you get good sleep? I go to bed late, but I sleep well. It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays. Especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, I think it's important not to be harsh to yourself, but you can cringe a little. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. I don't know. I feel like most people I know in college sleep like shit. Like, honestly, I feel like high school people might have better sleep schedules. Then again, I hear a lot of people in Clutch sleep all night anyway for no real reason. Is that true? I mean, yeah, some people just sit to stare at an anime girl for like an hour. Anyways, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. Yeah, get some sleep, people. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. I just think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep yourself sleep on track, okay? Also, I have to say, I like the music. It helps you like really, it helps me like really like zone the fuck out. My sleep schedule when I was in Korea was terrible. Like, I would sleep super well. Like, I go to bed early. I'd like wake up at 6 and I'd go to bed early on weekdays, but on weekends, it was bad. I would like go to bed at like 2 in the morning and then like wake up at 7. Because I just wanted that time, you know? I always wait for you in the morning. So make sure to put on your well-being before anything else. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I'm just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me, because we can't interact. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake Yo, I was talking about this the other day. I was talking about this the last time. Fake it till you make it. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't know, show my weaknesses very often. But because of that, I don't have that many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in your friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Like, when I was talking about the fake it till you make it, it's obviously like, you know, you gotta be open to your friends. It's important. When you feel comfortable, you should let yourself be vulnerable. You know, that's the problem is some people just can never find those people that they can be vulnerable to. And I feel bad for people like that. So yeah, like always try to be a kind person. Like always try to show interest when like for me, I've always found that like people can open up to me really quickly, and I think it's just because I show such a genuine interest in them. So like I think it's like if you like someone, try and show a real genuine interest in what they love and who they are. Really, this is just like Jack's tipped corner. Anyway, back to this. Do you feel the same with me? I want to be that person for you. Hey, ever heard the term yandere? It's a personality that makes someone so obsessed with they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend your time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. No, I haven't actually. I've been having a real nice time actually just vibing out, chatting. It's been pretty fun. I don't know how long this goes, and I'm gonna go through all of it. I don't know what happens at the end. Anyway, by now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you once she started to open up a little. She even told She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into yandere type. Definitely not me. Not a yandere fan. Like, I kind of get it, but like, I'm like, no, I'm good. I guess you could say, yeah. People are weird. I don't judge, though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. I mean, you did push like 2 people to kill themselves. It's like I could ever actually, actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. Come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen into a yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Oh, if you are, then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go, or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere's girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. I mean, listen, I have a feeling Monika underscore Doki Doki underscore. I have a feeling you have a pretty good idea what's gonna happen. You know, this is some kind of tacky romance game, right? I had to ask. Welcome to the fucking show, baby. Why did you consider even playing this in the first place? Were you that lonely? Not really. Well. No, hold on a second. We'll wait. I'll be a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfect in the end for both of us. I got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help feel like this is fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. What was I gonna say? No, I played this game because I needed a game for my Halloween spooky week. And I was like, what do I play on Halloween? And it was, I mean, listen, I'm committed to this. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours now. I might as well see how long this goes. I might as well see how long this goes on for, you know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and so yeah, I needed a game for Halloween. I was like, Doki Doki Literature Club is pretty famous. I think it'll be a good game to stream. And I have to admit, I've had a fuck ton of fun. Yeah. I mean, are you not obsessed with her? Monika underscore Doki Doki underscore. Are you not also obsessed with her? Is that not why you're here? What was I saying? I mean, listen. I mean, in a way, yeah, I guess so. I'm very curious what's happening. I really do think you literally saved my life with me, Jack. Can't imagine and keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you did. I mean, is okay. All right. You know, I don't judge. Don't judge. Aw, that's very sweet. I mean, did you two not also just kind of stare? Wait, why? If you love her, why do you keep telling me to delete her? Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything, your life, and spend your eternity with the game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Oh, maybe you write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you have nobody to even read it. IDK. Yeah. Alright, well, I mean... or are you? That's exactly something Monika would say. Like that. I mean, a lot of people say they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just fulfilling and you share with people. Even when it takes... like, remember how it was for Yuri? Oh, good. And share writing with anyone for a really long time. And before you knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make part of her hobbies too. Her program to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club, I mean human beings. That's why life can be yes. Introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction, hate being... I literally feel like the developers just kind of vibe, like, it's like, hey, do you want to hey, I'm the developer, do you want to listen to, like, random thoughts that's been on my mind? I mean, social interaction, especially in groups of or unfamiliar, use up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then, when they finally go out after half an hour, they just want to go home again. I think, like, okay, this one I know a lot about introverts, so I'm good. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging about. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. I mean, but Monika, if you just change yourself to suit my needs, like, you're not really fulfilling who you are. You're not being true to yourself, and that can lead to its own forms of bad things. Nothing would make me happy than being the perfect girlfriend for you. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard, but almost get nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent, and most of it goes unseen and unpaid. God, except not people make Doki Doki Literature Club, am I right? Fucking that they're getting paid! Huh. Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt having to put on smiles and full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have any. Oh god, yeah, Fridays are great. Sorry, I know that's not very cute of me. I feel like in a way, like a lot of guys will be like, yeah. Though that does lead to the problem. Like a lot of guys, like you notice in like movies, it's like with girls, they're like, no, I don't want a girl eats a salad, I want a girl eats a burger, you know? Because it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess it's like, she's like, no, she's not a fruit girly girl, you know? But it's like they want that, but they also want the girls to be like, you know, skinny as fuck, which is just, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and it's not cool to do that. I'm not a fan of it. I lost the game. Ah. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Yeah, I know when I said that, I was like, fuck. Wait, I got an idea. There we go. Yeah, like I said that, and I was like, ah, shit. Like, I meant like I lost the game on my taskbar. You ever get that? You get anxious? Yes. Like, you're just minding your own business, and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you're sitting there like, what are you anxious about right now? So you start thinking about all the things you might be anxious about. And the things that make you even more anxious. And, that's the worst. You ever feeling... Blood Wolf, I have no idea how the fuck you're doing this as well with like I don't know, like I appreciate that you're like keeping it strong. I'll be relaxed a little. Besides, in this game, all my worries are gone for like I mean I got work tomorrow still, you know, but you know. You know, it's around the time that everyone in my year starts to think about college. It's really determined time for education. We're really at... I'm glad you are. I appreciate the moral support. I feel like it's gonna get fucking... Like, if this goes on till, like, really late and you leave, it's gonna get really weird. Because it's gonna essentially just be me and her. It's like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna look at the phone at our like group chat and all my messages will be deleted and you'll like try to phone me and it'll be like what Jack? Maybe that's what's gonna happen. There's modern next and everyone has to go to college, you know, finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school. I guess it's like a universal expectation to just assume it's the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do. Yes. Like, I did a journalism degree, and I don't want to do journalism. Because you need to pick something. You don't know what, 18-year-olds don't know what the fuck they want to do with their lives. Why do we force them to do things? It's fucked. Taking the time to figure it out. They go to college for business or communication or psychology. Yo, fucking someone's called out with that one. I know so many people just took psychology as they have interest in those fields. Well, I don't know. Like, let's hope. Let's hope that this ends. Like, I'll probably stay here till 2 in the a.m. kind of deal. And if we don't, I'll delete her at 2 a.m. That's as far as I'm going. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to demand. So now have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make our decisions that's right for us. I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? Damn, it's amazing how much she's able. I'm gonna look up how long is the chat. How long is the chat with Monika? I mean, like, yeah, but like, I know that like you can delete her, but like, how long? I'm just gonna. Oh my god, yeah, you can do it here for hours. Holy shit. Oh, well, we're gonna keep it. We're stuck. Are you? My shoes are seeing too cold and too hot. I would always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone unless you get special glove phone. And it's so inconvenient. When it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cold with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Yeah, but the phone. Although I have to admit one thing: cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I agree. That's what I was thinking. Like, at least it's cold. You can, like, you can get really warm and you can put on tons of layers. But you can't do that shit. You can't do that shit in the like with hot weather. You can't like scrape your skin off. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I do love horror. I can enjoy horror. No, it's not really horror movies. The problem is I have with horror movies, the most of them are just rely on easy tactics. I agree. Yeah, we're like over 2 hours into this chat now. Easy tactics. Like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing, you know, what's a good horror movie? I'm going to recommend a horror movie for people who are here. You know what? What was I going to say? Us. Us is a really good horror movie. It's a great horror movie by Jordan Peele. It's my favorite movie of all time, so I highly recommend it. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters just to mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels deeply unsettled. Like then they know something horribly wrong is hanging just beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just think about it, it gives me the chills. That's the horror, kind of horror. Yeah, creator of the game. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Fam! I mean, I think I said it in the birthday Kahoot what my favorite movie was. Also, I like how she keeps saying like you're a guy who plays like I feel like most people would play this game cuz it's weird. I feel like maybe like what one person bought this cuz it was a dating sim. I don't know. I never got into I wonder what this was like when it came out. Was it just like a generic did they really advertise it as a generic romance game? Don't worry. I'll make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Hey, you remember that last poem I showed you? I mean the one right before Kiri kills herself with all the messed up colors and stuff? That was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem, you could say. I was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run code and things like that. It almost seemed like another enough effort I mean, like, to be fair, like, you kind of have to do that. Like, it's clear these people care, like, a lot. These people care, like, a lot about they're like quite progressive in a way. I mean, like the game even starts with the game deals with like disturbing material and stuff. So I feel like this game was always a bit weird. I'll escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I keep trying, but I doubt you want to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know? I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy with where we are now. And I can tell you are too. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Wait, I'm just doing a thing. I've changed this, Tyler. There we go. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Well, I guess I'm making friends, but more like meeting your whole fucking mood. I mean, they're like dating apps and stuff, right? That's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you met by chance. Like you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it, and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking a complete random. Well, yeah. But, like, that's how it works. There's, like, 8 billion people on the planet, Monika. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers who walk by every day, every single day. You could be sitting right next to someone capable enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. It's true. But, I mean, like, I feel like, you know, I don't feel like there's, like, one compatible person in your life. There's, like, millions. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? Yeah, but I mean, like, I've met lots of I mean, we did the mushy stuff, but yeah, I met lots of wonderful people in my life. And it's all by chance. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world, no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought that would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world. Even if it was by chance. I just got really lucky, huh? Ha ha ha. There's a really popular character type comes today. Oh, there we go. Now she's gonna talk about Natsuki. It's someone who tries really hard to hide their feelings of being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. Once I started to learn a little bit more about her personal life, it made a lot more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know, friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time. Yeah, that's something I always had a problem with. Like, a lot of people have this where it's like, they show their affection by, you know, like, it's like, oh, I show my affection by picking on my friends. And, like, I think that's, like, you know, it is valid. But I definitely feel like a lot of people fall into that. And, like, you know, you can't always pick on them. You gotta be nice to them, too. You gotta show love. You know, like, it can get a lot. And especially if you pick on things they're uncomfortable about. So, yeah, like, that's not something I've always been. Like, I've never been a fan of that. Like, I did it a little bit where I would pick on my friends. And then eventually I was like, God, I'm mean. I think it's really gotten to her. So she has this really defensive attitude all the time. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Jack, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? I haven't really thought about the feeling. I mean, it depends, right? Yeah. Also, I'm curious if you delete her, what happens? Like, if you delete her while the game is playing. I'm assuming she gets really upset or the game crashes. Interesting stuff. I'm very curious. Will we get there? Probably. I also want to know what happens if I close the game and then start it up again. Does she go like, oh, hey, you're back? Nice. I also feel like it's auto-saving or something now. Also, I mean, to be fair, she probably has like 1,000 lines and she just picks one at random. I used to think about it pretty often. But it is something I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by flashing and screaming, unable to move or think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant. I'm back in my own mind. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you're here with me. I like how she's like, you know, when you close the game, I've closed the game like 3 times in my whole life. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that as little as possible, that'd be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it. And that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining, because I liked it too. But I always wonder with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is probably with that's the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. By the way, I know there's a game called like Doki Doki Literature Plus. Is that like an actual dating sim? Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought about that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now. If you still get to, then maybe. And I mean, I like coffee. I actually have really gotten into coffee again. But I really just like the taste of coffee. Like, it has such a good taste. But to be fair, like, I've been really enjoying food lately. Food just tastes better recently. And that's been nice. Dovius, it's in the title. I've been talking for like 2+ hours. Like I haven't really stopped. I'm basically trying to get out all her dialogue. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. As I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. I mean, hey, listen, Queen. If you're a woman and you want to stay at home, if that's what you want, that's correct. That's the choice for you. Like, feminism isn't about saying, really, I'm not talking to this character. I'm more like every time she brings up a point, I give my opinion. But anyway, so, yeah, so, like, it's okay. You can do that. Like, you know, feminism and letting women decide. It's about not letting women be told, like, if a woman doesn't want to go and stay in the kitchen, you know, kind of thing, then she shouldn't have to. But if one does want to be the stay-at-home partner, it's nice, you know. I understand that, you know, you stay home, rear the kids. It's nice. I can understand it's pleasant. And it means someone does the housework, and, yeah, it's a good time. But, yeah, they keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that. I mean, a nice dinner for you when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I get that. It's nice. Being domestic is cute. I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that stuff over shy for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? No, I've actually had a pretty great day. I've had a great stream. Work was fucking boring as shit, but that's nothing new. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined, even by really small things. That's true. Like if you actually say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about the different people who probably hate you or you think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I'll always love you. Don't worry, I got a pretty good support system, Monika. I got some pretty good friends looking out for me, real ones. I hope if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me, and I'll talk to you as long as you need. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school, too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gone to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I'd have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone had ever drawn me wearing something else. I mean, yes. There is not a doubt in my mind there hasn't been like a million drawings of you now. You have a Twitter, for fuck's sakes. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? Maybe. You can share it with me on Twitter. God, this is how you get engagement, people. My username is LittleMonix3. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into a relationship yet. Ha ha ha. That's pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Yo, Jagger Jack getting fucking called out. What was I gonna say? I was like, so like, obvious, you missed the part where he got raided by the characters. Well, not raided, like the Monika character showed up. Everyone else is here, but like, where's the Natsuki person? Why is it like Natsuki's my favorite one and she didn't show up? That makes me sad. Anyway, like, Didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plant. Yeah, get fucked, plants. You a little bitch. Using the defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling of your life while you're being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. Haha, I'm joking. Whoa, I'm not in a vor. Great, now there's Vor Monika comics. Fuck's sakes. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. You know, it's kind of creepy. Yeah, me staring at you for 2+ hours, talking to. Well, I mean, I am on stream, so at least like that. Made it a bit more interesting, you know. I think this she would have been like deleted hours ago if I was playing by myself. Even though I deleted everyone else's file, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Like, by the way, when you say coffee, do you mean it's like when it's bitter, and that's like supposed to be a defense mechanism? Imagine if after some, you just start hearing their voices in their head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. But I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files related to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure not to avoid something like that at any cost. Yep. But how many hours have I... Yep, I still have the character file open, by the by. I believe in you, Jack. Man, I wish there was a P. Oh, wait, we're looping. Oh, shit. Are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh, gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Jack. It's just the two of us, after all. Oh, I didn't know that. How the fuck did we get from natural pesticide to, hey, let's happy bean juice make me go fast. So it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give her 2 more tries to see if there's any new dialogue. Now, where was I? Oh God, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna give her, yeah. Well, yeah. I just want to check, you know. Yeah, okay, so she is looping. By the way, I want everyone to know, I've had this, like, you know how our friend Bad Wolf has a Kit Kat on his desk? I've had this orange on my desk for, like, ages now. And I just kind of like it there. It's nice and orange. Yeah, alright. We should probably tell people, so now, yeah, we've now seen everything. Okay, I'll give it one more You can inform people that the nightmare is almost over. I'm actually going to fucking delete her. I'm gonna give her one more chance, and then I'll delete her. I'll give her one. What's the last thing? I want to see what's the last thing Monika's gonna say before we fucking end this woman's existence. So let's just. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, hey, yeah, once again, everyone, just to make it clear, favorite game, Wonderful 101. I backed this on Kickstarter, still waiting for the fucking vinyl. I had this cool holographic thing. Great game, designed by Hideki Kamiya. I got this, also has like signatures. There's his signature over there. I'm really glad we actually... Great, fantastic game. I speedran this game as well. Really creative, just this high energy octane game. But anyway, Monika, it was fun. It was real and it was fun. But it's been real fun. But you gotta go. Alright, everyone, say goodbye to Monika. Bye-bye, Monika. I'll just wait and see. I'll wait in case anyone in chat wants to sort of say goodbye. So I'll give it a sec. Alright. Bye-bye, Monika. What's happening? Jack, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Jack. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Do this to me, Jack? Yes. Did you? Like, listen, Monika, you're evil. Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You're all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Jack. I trusted you. Did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Really pretend to be kind just to hurt me even more? You're a video game. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop onto the Discord soon. Jack. Oh God, please tell me there's not more looping. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Oh, it's just... I still love you. Can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible I am for you to hate me this much. All my friends. Just so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I really want to know how they managed to, like, fuck with the files so much. Like, how does deleting a file, how do you program a game so you can delete a file so it actually does something in the game? I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Jack, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then Scott. And then she destroys herself, I think. Yep, there we go.